It off, $1 million worth of game. Can't feel that I work too hard. Poetry on any song.
What's good? What's good? What's good? Test, test, test. 1 2 1 2. It's your boy, Dope Boy Diesel, back in the motherfucking Doja Room. I hope everybody is doing well. We're gonna start this one off with a little live stream, just a little test live stream, just to clear out these topics. I've been out and about for a few days, or probably about a week now. So my whole thing is, let's just hop right back into it. I want to get in here and go ahead and clear out these topics, do what we got to do here in the Doja Room. I appreciate everybody tuned in across all platforms. It's been a little minute, but I've been writing my ass off. So please, if you haven't tuned in already, tune into your boy on X, where I'm going crazy. I'm writing articles for us, by us, because you know the media has been a little skewed against us and people like us. And if you know what I'm saying? We are, you know what I'm saying, some OVO loving niggas over here. So please tap in with us, you know what I'm saying? Really been doing my thing out here, been trying my best, my very best. So tune in. The articles, we've been going crazy. Even the political shits. I know my political shits don't do as good, but look, tune into the articles. Nothing but hip hop, nothing but real talk in here. We got a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? Just about everything I talk about in the Doja Room, you could probably find an article, or you know what I'm saying, just a little slither of what I'm thinking. Maybe something that might not necessarily make it here to the Doja Room, but hey, you know what I'm saying? It's something that I can constantly keep on putting out my thoughts and, you know what I'm saying, doing it in a fine manner. So let's just jump right into it. Let's get into some of these topics because, as I said, it's probably been almost 2 weeks since we dropped the video. So, like I said, on my end, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Life going on, and we just trying to get things out of the way and set things up so we can run a smoother show back here. So let me just get into it, get in my bookmarks, because we got ass of topics, ass of topics. So right now, I think Rolling Loud is going on. So much is going on in the hip hop space that, um, I mean, well, it's funny for a good while, and it's why it took me so long to make a video. It's just for probably like that first week, it wasn't shit going on. I mean, until I think like a little bit before Cardi dropped his album, wasn't shit going on in hip hop. Okay, so now that we're back into it, and there's a little bit of topics picking up, there's a little bit of motion picking up. We can talk about it. Playboi Carti dropped his album. The reception is mixed. A lot of people either liked it or didn't like it. We're gonna break down a little bit of my thoughts and some conversations going on around the drop of his album, which I think is pretty interesting and is worth talking about. So let's get into what I think the album. First of all, I think the album was a pretty good. It was a pretty good effort. It's a solid project. We seen, you know, Cardi throw a whole bunch of people in this album who I think helped make it a more, you know, what's the word? Like a more, I almost want to say like a cinematic. It just made it more, you know, mainstream, like you know, something that everybody can digest. And I appreciated it. It was my first Cardi project. It was the first Cardi project that I ever took the time to listen to from start to finish, and I was pretty okay with it. Now, a lot of people, you know, have not warmed up to that sound and haven't exactly, you know, looked at the proper way, I feel like, how to look at this album, which is part of the reason why I did this article here. It's called "You're Listening to Playboy Cardi the Wrong Way," which I think a lot of people are. They're looking at this guy as as some type of hip hop artist, and he's way more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like what he does and his ability, I think it's worth looking at it through a different lens. And I think if a lot of people a lot more people looked at his music in that different lens, just took their hip hop hat off and just, you know, received whatever came. I think it would be, you know, a little bit different, but still, everybody doesn't like the screeching, the weird ad libs, the distorted beats. Everybody doesn't like that. That's not, it's not for everyone. You know, I'm more acceptive of the art that's presented to me, and I try to break down what exactly, you know, the artist wants me to feel or see. And I think we got to start getting back to that a little bit more in music, is just letting the art speak for itself in a way that we're not trying to force all these labels onto it. You know what I'm saying? When we put so many labels onto the art, and we don't really give the artist room to tell a different story, to make a different sound, you know, to project something different into the space and change the conversation, we start to get into a really stale space, which I think we're in right now. You know, I mean, Drake and Kendrick Lamar just gave us one of the best moments in hip hop that, you know, probably of all time, that we'll never forget. But since then, when you look everywhere else, the conversation and the game has been really stale. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's worth welcoming some different sounds, some different artists, some different people, and you know, we're constantly on the search. I'm trying to start a little series here, a constant going thing where, you know, we constantly are looking for the next person who is gonna take Drizzy's crown. Check out this article, because if I die, what the fuck are they gonna do with it? I go through about 3 artists, and I wanna. Cardi's probably gonna be in the next one. And I want to keep this going. I want to keep this conversation going, looking through these younger 18 to about 23-year-old artists, who are setting the game on fire and have the potential to take that crown. Um, so Cardi's album was what it was, and you know, moving on from there, the conversation has been a bit weird. So if you know about the album and a little bit about the conversation going on around the album, you know a particular person, a favorite to the show, was on the album, featured on the album, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Now, a lot of people, including myself, question a person of this caliber popping out and jumping on an album such as this. Mr. Morale himself, Kendrick Lamar, took it upon himself to jump on this album, and some say he even was the creative director, which would make sense. Like I said, the album has more of a commercial sound. You know, that's the word I was looking for, by the way. The album has a more commercial sound, but you know, you don't really put 2 and 2 together as to why exactly, of all people, Kendrick Lamar is on an album with a person like Playboi Carti. Now, let me just get into some of the allegations, because I put it a little bit better here in the article. It's the wrong one. I put it a little bit better here in the article where, you know, I just want to question exactly what was going through Kendrick Lamar's head. I'm just skipping over it. Exactly was going through Kendrick Lamar's head when he decided that he was going to work with a person such as Playboi Carti. I said here in my article, you know, Kendrick Lamar has positioned himself as a man who stands for maturity over foolishness, fatherhood over absenteeism, respect for black women over mistreatment. Remember, he got this is the whole reason why he got out Andrew Schultz. Real hip hop over mindless turn up music. But what does Playboi Carti represents? He represents a non-existent father. We all know this by now, do we not? Iggy Azalea has been saying this probably since the conception of their child. Homeboy skipped out on the birth of his child to go play video games on live. Didn't give a fuck if you niggas seen it or not. Now this has nothing to do with his music. I enjoyed his music. But a spade, we gotta call a spade a spade. Homie skipped out on the birth of his child to play video games with Lil Uzi. I also listed that his music isn't remotely conscious like all his fans and Kendrick Lamar likes to tout is the real hip hop. He glorifies drug abuse, recklessness, pure chaos in his music. Come on, which personally I could care less, as I stated. But we gotta call a spade, right? Like, come on. So one has to ask themselves, what is Kendrick Lamar doing on a record with Playboi Carti? What's going on here? What exactly is the motive? So with this being said and all of this going on, a lot of people are scratching their heads. So much so to the point where now we even have some of Drake's biggest ops and Kendrick's biggest dick suckers scratching their heads, wondering what exactly is going on here. This isn't the Kendrick that we've known for the past year that everybody was telling us is the Kendrick who stands for morality. He stands for all of these pure values. He stands for being a stand-up guy, being a good father. He raises his kids with good values and real morals. Even they're calling out his hypocrisy. Here we have Anthony Fantano, a glorified dick sucker himself, but even the broken clock can be right twice a day, you know, and I think it's worth we even listen to some of the detractors, some of the people that we're usually at odds with, because when bullshit like this happens, we can all come together. Let's play this fucking
The only conclusion there is to come to at this point is that Kendrick Lamar, when it comes to the morals he puts into his songs and the ones that he throws in people's faces as a means of endearing you to him, he selectively applies them when it's convenient for him and most to his benefit. If it allows him to build on his popularity and get a leg up on a competitor or tell a certain kind of story and narrative, he embraces it. But simultaneously, if it prevents him from doing a collab with an artist that might actually benefit his numbers and his appeal, then he's going to look the other way. That's how it all kind of reads, honestly. And I don't know, from this point, hearing him make commentary on this front is going to be a lot harder to take seriously because of this. The only conclusion there is to come to at this point is that Kendrick Lamar, when it comes to the morals he puts into his songs and the ones that he throws in people's faces as a means of endearing you to him, he selectively applies them when it's convenient for him and most.
And I had to replay that because he selectively applies this shit to who he wants to apply it to. Now, this is nothing new, right? We've seen him, people of the OVO community, we've seen and we've called it out. Even at the pop-out show of all people, you have introducing the song Not Like Us, Dr. Dre, a known person known to get in that ass of a female. It's known. It's public knowledge. But him collabing with Playboi Carti it's something just a little bit more egregious about this one. You know what I'm saying? It's something just a little bit more egregious. Now, a couple of months ago, you had people like Drake telling us that people like Drake is a sickness in the game. This is one of the biggest K thoughts on the internet. One of Kendrick's biggest dick suckers. After the Super Bowl performance, this nigga felt so moved by it that he got his thought ass up on the internet, on Hot 97, on a show that nobody even watches anymore, to get his thought ass up here to call Drake a sickness. Let's listen back to this shit.
Is not that important. The reason Drake's in this is because he is a sickness in the game. It could have been any artist. It's what Drake represents. We've been saying this for months. People love Drake. They love his music. We love his music. He's beloved. He's not willing to go rip his soul from the bottom and do ayahuasca and look himself in the mirror as Kendrick had prescribed to him.
Like, what the fuck are you now let's look at this shit back in introspective. What the fuck were you niggas talking about, man? What the fuck were you niggas really talking about all this time? Oh, he's not willing to take it to repent and look himself in the mirror and douse himself in holy water and say 7 Hail Marys. Drake wasn't really willing to look at himself and dip himself in the rivers of Jordan and repent his sins. Like, what the fuck are you niggas talking about, man? You niggas ain't about this shit. You niggas is not about the shit that you be pushing, man. I said this shit a long time ago. If you niggas was really about all this black power shit and all of this shit, yo, there would be more people like a Wale who really push all of this black power shit, this new black soul shit. There would be niggas like that around Kendrick who y'all niggas are really putting in position. It wouldn't really be about, oh, just Kendrick and this West Coast movement. It would be about the people who have really been pushing this message. The Lupe Fiascos. Why y'all not uplifting more Andre 3000? Why y'all not listening to that flute shit, nigga? This just goes to show you niggas care about symbolism. This is why it's so easy to move you niggas. This is why it's so easy to convince you niggas to turn left or right. Because all a nigga has to do is flaunt a little bit of symbolism. All a nigga has to do is be like, well, look at the significance of a black man coming to the Super Bowl stage in front of Trump with a black message, regardless of if the black message is arbitrary as fuck. Regardless of if nobody gets the black message wasn't talked about past the moment. The only thing that we were talking about is how this nigga dissed Drake. But no, you niggas told us that this was some type of grandiose message. It was some type of bit like that Kendrick is the messiah of morality. That he's gonna lead us and hip hop back to this place of people being honorable people, of hip hop artists being stand up guys. When they never were that. Rappers were never stand up guys, my nigga. Niggas been talking about shooting, fucking hoes, slapping mamas, disrespecting everybody in the fucking book since the fucking conception, nigga. And I'm sorry for you dumbass niggas, but What's the Dirt said it the best, my nigga. Hip hop started in the fucking party, nigga. Not in the lame ass library where the fuck you niggas started. Not on the marching lines where niggas was singing "We Shall Overcome." Niggas was having fun with this shit. So for you niggas to still be out here acting like y'all don't know where the fuck hip hop started. Hip hop was made to have fun. We not trying to sit here and have this burden of responsibility every time we want to sit down and listen to a fucking song. And let our minds escape. Just have some fucking fun. Enjoy ourselves, my nigga. You niggas have turned this shit or attempted to turn this shit into something it's not. Yes, that can be one part of hip hop, but that's not all of hip hop, my nigga. You niggas got lost in the sauce. Now let's get back onto the topic at hand. Kendrick Lamar collabing with a nigga on the caliber or on the ilk of a Playboi Carti completely contradicts his entire message. This is who you niggas told us he represents all of this shit. From the media, to you niggas on the internet, to you niggas reviewing the music, reacting. You told us this is what Kendrick Lamar represents. You told us it's time to watch the party die. All you thought-ass K-Thots who sit here and grift for a fucking check. You grift for a fucking check. Let's just be real about this shit. None of you niggas believe half of the bullshit you push. None of you niggas lived this shit, including K-Thot, Kendrick Lamar himself. King K-Thot, nigga. All you niggas are some fucking thots because you hate a nigga. You hate a nigga has been on top, winning for so long. Ain't never started shit, just finished it. Every time niggas opened up their mouths, he was there. He was there. And you niggas hated that he squashed you niggas and killed the enemy totally. You niggas is mad. You niggas are mad. I got a law of power. Speaking of the laws of power, I got a law of power for you niggas. I got a law of powers for you, a law of power for you niggas. Cause you niggas was mad that a nigga took the 15th law of power of the 48 laws of power by Robert Greene. You mad that he took it seriously and Kendrick Lamar didn't, nigga. If you defeat your enemy, you should not leave them any room to recover or seek revenge. If you do, they will eventually come back to haunt you. This law has been around for centuries. You niggas was mad at Drake. Oh, he's been talking about niggas' wives. He's been sending shots and poking shots at niggas. Drake ain't never started none of this shit. And I'm sorry, once you start with me and take it there, nigga, I'm liable to take it wherever the fuck I want to take it, nigga. Is you fucking playing? Is you fucking serious? Is you dumb, nigga? Is you stupid? I'm liable to take that shit wherever the fuck I want to take it, nigga. And you niggas is mad that he didn't come and kill his enemy totally. Now again, let's get back to Kendrick Lamar because we got to pack this nigga up. We got to call this shit out in the finest way, like Aaron the plumber said, in a real way, nigga. In a real way, because all of this shit, I listened to this shit for months and months on end. You niggas grifted, you gaslit us into telling us you guys are these super virtuous people who uplift and uphold and gatekeep black culture for all the good reasons. But at the end of the day, you niggas gatekeep black culture for nothing than to fill your own fucking pockets and to suck off one nigga who has used the culture to also fill his own fucking pocket. Meanwhile, niggas are in California fighting for reparations, and he spent all of 2024 focused on a nigga in Canada. You niggas was fighting for reparations. Y'all niggas was fighting for your 40 acres and a mule that he fucking mentioned on Super Bowl night. But he didn't mention who the fuck was fighting for it. But we have all this talk about a fucking message. Why wasn't that the fucking message? Why wasn't that the fucking message? Let's get into this fucking video, man. By shout out to Potty Mouth Podcast, Uncle Dom, all you motherfuckers over there, yeah, really doing they motherfucking things. I think this nigga also drove the point home with a little bit of facts and evidence, calling these motherfuckers out for what it is. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, man. Let's get into it.
And this song wasn't about Drake. It was bigger than Drake. This is what they all said. Now I want to go through the lyrics of Watch the Party Die so we can see how many of these lyrics apply to Cardi and how he was a part of the party that should be dead. Kendrick Lamar said, if you parade in gluttony without giving truth to the youth, the graveyard is company. Just tell us what casket to choose. They party more than bitches. Tell me what you're looking for. These lyrics are important to me. Playboi Carti, known partier. And if not in the literal sense of partying, it's the music that he make, not turn up party music. On top of that, he said they party more than bitches do. Also, and I believe in 30 for 30, he said, you fucking with niggas who think look better than you. This line, he said, they party more than bitches. Tell me what they're working for. It was a lot of imagery of like painting these men as feminine and painting these men as less than man-like. But you can say that bitches is not women. A bitch is a bitch. You can make that argument for sure. I'm not here to do that today. But I will tell you this. Playboi Carti has the lyric where he says, if I'm a bitch, then I'm the baddest bitch. Self-proclaimed bad bitch Playboi Carti, but he was doing ad-libs on him for a song.
Don't cook up like this. Please don't cook up like this, dog. Because it's really not like there's layers to this hypocrisy, my nigga. You can peel it back like an onion. There's layers to you niggas' hypocrisy, and it's really a shame that niggas can go bit by bit, clip by clip, lyric by lyric, to just show you niggas how dumb you niggas have sounded. And we know, and this is the thing, we all black, nigga. Who the fuck you niggas think you lying to? Who the fuck you niggas think you were grifting to all of this time, nigga? We saw past you niggas. We see past you niggas. We grew up with you niggas. We went to school with you niggas. You niggas is in our families. We know you niggas. We know you don't believe none of this bullshit you was over here pushing. You niggas are full of fucking shit.
Let's keep going. Kendrick Lamar in verse 2 said, I think it's time to watch the party die. Street niggas and corporate guys. The rappers that report the lies, I need their families mortified. We can do life without them. Get their bodies organized. Tell me if you oblige. By the way, great wordsmanship, but can't lie, this nigga rapping his ass off. But I gotta ask, when did it change for Kendrick? When did it go from we can live without these guys to actually, no, I want to do a feature with these guys? Playboi Carti is a nigga who is known to talk about his beefs that's going on in Atlanta. Now, I'm no drama YouTuber. I'm not Trapper Ross. I'm not about to give you a long, detailed history of all of the beefs that's going on between Atlanta young bulls. I ain't doing that today. I ain't about to get niggas ops on the phone and put them on stream and be like, hey, tell me about that time he wronged you. I'm not the police. I ain't doing that today. But if you want the information out there, go find it. But Kendrick Lamar said we can live without these guys, and then decided to do 3 songs with the guys. Let's keep going though. Kendrick Lamar said, let's kill the followers that follow up on Pop and Molly's from. The obvious degenerates that's falling to acknowledge the hope that we're trying to spread. If I'm not his vote, then you need to bring me his fucking head or film that shit in high res. He's talking about niggas who pop Molly's, niggas who do drugs, niggas who promoting this drug culture. While Playboi Carti on the song that he features on Good Credit and has a verse, the hook goes, moving to Molly's, moving to Molly's. Moving to Molly's.
This is the shit I'm talking. You can't be serious, right? You niggas can't be. You can't be serious, right? Are you fucking kidding me? No. Are you fucking kidding me though? Do you niggas not see what the fuck I'm talking about? Now this nigga spitting. I'm gonna let him cook and continue to cook, but like I said, there's layers to this hypocrisy. You niggas, and this is why I say, you guys are better off just touting that the music, you just enjoy the music better. You enjoy this type of message when it's delivered this type of way. Stop telling us that Kendrick Lamar represents all of these values and all of this virtuous shit, that every time he drops a fucking song, we can pick this shit apart and see that this shit don't mean nothing to him, nigga. This nigga has been using the culture, black people's plights, black people's insecurities to line his pockets. And when I see niggas like this, you niggas are no better than Derek Jackson, nigga. You K-Thots are no better than these bitter ass single baby mothers who watched Derek Jackson and sucked his dick and believed every fucking thing he told you about men because you niggas were bitter and mad. Like, nigga, if you niggas don't get the fuck up, you niggas don't believe half of this shit that he's been spewing. You niggas sat here and tried to turn this shit into some type of deeper meaning and message as an angle to use against Drake to say why Kendrick Lamar is better for hip hop than Drake. But as time is going on more and more, because now it's not like the evidence wasn't already there in the past. Because at the end of the day, nigga, Dr. Dre is your mentor, nigga. So it's not like the evidence wasn't already there in the past. You know what I'm saying? It's what you made this battle out to be. It's how you conducted yourself and the angle you took in this battle. The angle that your audience took in this battle that have made this what it is now. And why the actions like this, like you jumping on a Playboi Carti album, is under a magnifying glass. Because you are a hypocrite, my nigga. You stand for nothing. Niggas like you don't convince me at all of anything that is coming out of your mouth. At least when it comes to this high morality, like, if we gonna be niggas having fun making good music, sure, I'm all for that, my nigga. I'm all for that. I'm all for having a good time, listening to good music, dropping good tracks. Every time Kendrick drops an album, I'm there for it. But what you're not gonna do, my nigga, is act like your fans, mostly, what your fans are not gonna do is act like you're hip hop's messiah. Is act like you're the moral compass of hip hop. Like everybody should follow you in your movements and what you should do because you're not my bad. You're not even a married man, but you're a committed man. I guess that's what they want us to tout and raise up and praise. You being engaged for 10, 15 years, nigga. I guess that's what they want us to praise. When you hold this shit under the magnifying glass, this is why people like a Hassan Piker. This is why people like what's the nigga H3H3. This is why people like a Pokimane. This is why people like a AOC. We can go down any pop culture leftist super oh my god dramatic. This is when you go down that line of I'm super virtuous, I can do no wrong, everybody should listen to me, I'm going to condemn the rest of the world for their actions, for their past, for everything that they've done. When you put yourself in that seat, my nigga, you playing on a slippery slope. You playing on a real slippery slope, my nigga. Because now you put yourself in the realm of someone who is inhuman, in the realm of someone who is greater than a human. You put yourself in the realm of Jesus Christ, nigga. When you start talking like that, my nigga. Are you Jesus fucking Christ, nigga? Are you Jesus fucking Christ? Are you fucking kidding me? Do you niggas really think that Kendrick Lamar is Jesus fucking Christ? Because that's what the fuck it sounds like. That's what the fuck it sounds like to me. It sounds like you niggas think Kendrick Lamar died on the fucking cross for your sins, nigga. That's what the fuck it sounds like. Because the mental gymnastics you niggas use in explaining the shit that you niggas explain is amazing to me, nigga. It's, dare I say, Christ-like in the ability that you niggas have to fucking gaslight and grift. It's flawless, nigga. I tip my hat. I clap my hands to you. Round of a fucking applause, nigga.
Y'all said moving the bodies. Moving the body. So both times, now we're just looking at how the fuck can you say those lyrics and also be on a song with a guy who's talking about selling Molly, moving drugs, and also moving the bodies, getting niggas killed. The last set of bars I want to point out is from verse 3, the final verse, and it's beginning of it. He says, sometimes I wonder what will Lecrae do. Fuck these niggas up and show them what prayer do. These bars are very interesting to me because Cardi is the antithesis of that. I'm not somebody who cares about this kind of shit, but Cardi has like devil worshipy imagery inside his music. Almost the exact opposite of who Lecrae is as an artist.
And that's another thing too. Let's just speed that back, run that back, because I really don't see how. I really don't see how you look past all the 666 devil worshiping shit, but you just told us it was time to watch the party die. How the fuck do you look past all of this shit? How is this just another record that you hopping on? And how do you niggas continue to let Kendrick Lamar do things like this with no explanation? Like, he don't have to explain this shit. It doesn't make any sense. How do you niggas continue to let him get away with shit like this? It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm really trying to figure it out. It doesn't get more egregious with Cardi. And like I said in my article, it's not because he's done anything worse than a Dr. Dre or his weird ass 15-year-old craven fans. It's just the fact that he is actively a deadbeat father. He is actively a borderline devil worshiping, like some, and call it a gimmick, cool. But when do we draw the line on selling your soul, my nigga? When do we draw the line on selling your soul, and when do we stop trying to just explain every person's actions away? Oh, he just did this to do that. He just did this for this. He just did. No, when do we stop making excuses for niggas selling their soul in this industry? Now, again, I'm not here to personally condemn Playboi Carti. I'm not here to personally judge him and, you know what I'm saying, act like I'm somebody better than him. I probably am, but I'm not here to act like that. I see me taking care of all my children. I don't see me as a deadbeat father. I'm sorry. I could never be in that position. So, you know, that's just me personally. I thought that's the type of person that Kendrick Lamar is. But see, me, just because that's something I wouldn't do, I'm not going to sit here and call out the people who do live their life like that. Because if that's how you want to live your life, my nigga, and a bitch is still going to choose you and have a kid with you after all of that, that's up to you, her, and God. I don't give a fuck. I don't give two shits. But it's when you step into that space of trying to criticize those actions, criticize that way of life, criticize those people who live that way. You tell your fans it's time to all galvanize against these people. It's time for us to push them out of hip hop. It's time for us to get them the fuck out of here and push them out of hip hop. That's what you're telling your fans to do. So why have the standards changed now? Why do the standards change when it's you guys' favorite artists? Why does Kendrick Lamar get a pass? Why is he this figure who can do no wrong in you niggas' eyes? I really want to know why you niggas even glorify any man who isn't your father, grandfather, mother, or whoever. Why do you glorify any person that isn't your parents? Who isn't your or at very least a mentor who has invested his time into your life or your well-being? It doesn't make any sense. Now, a lot of these K-Thots want to play the whataboutism game. They want to play this game where they're trying to compare and put Drake into the conversation. But I say again, Drake has never positioned himself as the virtuous, I'm this guy, I'm this moral compass of hip hop. It's time to watch the party die, guys. Like, follow me into the promised land. He was never that guy. He was never that guy. But Kendrick, you guys told us Kendrick was that guy. You guys told us Kendrick was going to clean up the game. You guys told us Kendrick was going to take hip hop back to real hip hop. But the first thing he does is hop on a Playboi Carti feature. 3 of them. 3 of them. Is that the most features he's given it someone this year? We got to check the numbers on that. So far, I haven't checked the numbers, but so far you've given the most features this year to a deadbeat, devil worshiping, screeching degenerate. This is what you did. All right, this is the guy that you guys said is taking the mantle. He's leading us into a new hip hop. So if that's the case, so be it. Okay, so be it. Continuing on with a little bit of this Playboi Carti and Kendrick Lamar. I think an interesting angle has came out of all of this, and that has been the track Luther. Now, I also did an article on that as well. We've been going crazy. These last couple of days. But I think, and I accidentally pulled it up a few minutes ago, but I think it's worth us, just visiting the idea You know what I'm saying? And I put the disclaimer in there. It's all speculation. It's just an analysis based on a couple of rumors, mainly from the boy DJ Academics. And I think it's interesting that we visit the concept, okay? And if Playboi Carti really is a op, who knows? People in the music industry, they swap songs, swap ideas, swap references, instrumentals, all type of shit all the time. All the time. So I'm not going to put this past anybody. But let's get into this quick article real quick. And let me break down how I feel about this. So, in the intricate web of the music industry, stories of inspiration, collaboration, and occasionally an alleged idea of appropriation are not uncommon. A recent theory suggests that Kendrick Lamar's hit song Luther, featuring SZA, may have roots tracing back to an unreleased collaboration with Drake and Playboi Carti. The unreleased Drake and Playboi Carti track in late 2023, during the development of Drake's album For All the Dogs, rumors circulated, which we got from DJ Academics and other sources, have hinted that this song was not scrapped entirely, but instead might have been a gift to Playboi Carti to use in his next project, which eventually became I Am Music. While the exact details of this unreleased track remain unclear, one thing is certain. Drake and Carti had something planned with Luther, with a Luther sample. Now, was it the same Luther sample? We don't know. We don't know, people. But we know it was a Luther sample. So fast forward to November 2024, Kendrick Lamar released his surprise album, GNX, featuring the song Luther with SZA. The track pays tribute to Luther Vandross, both in title and through the soulful influence instrumental. Upon its release, Luther skyrocketed to the top of the charts and has remained a dominant force ever since, with the help of some bots. All speculation, though. All speculation. Who knows? Who knows? This sudden release combined with the industry knowledge that Drake and Carti had been sitting on a song possibly connected to Luther Vandross has led to speculation. Did Kendrick Lamar hear the Drake and Carti track long before it was officially revealed and decided to craft his own version first? So, while I connect the dots a little bit, just like I said, a little speculation, and while it's not uncommon for artists to reference the same musical legends or draw for similar inspiration, the timing of these releases is enough to raise eyebrows. If Drake did indeed pass his track down to Carti, it would mean that Kendrick was aware of this long before Luther hit the airwaves. A reminder that Fat D was dropped in 2023. So that's a track that has been sat on for a good amount of time, a little over a year. And with Kendrick, supposedly, as they say, being the creative director, it's very possible that he might have gotten his hands on this, seen this, and, you know, did his own thing with it. We don't know. This Carti project has been anticipated and drawn out for a long time with plenty of delays. So a lot could have happened. So it would mean that Kendrick Lamar was aware of this long before Luther hit the airwaves. And knowing how precise and strategic Kendrick Lamar is, one could argue he took the idea and made it his own before Drake and Carti had the chance. Now, is there concrete proof that Kendrick outright stole this concept? No. Let's just say it outright. There isn't. But Kendrick has a long history of misdirection, always keeping one hand moving while the other does something entirely different. If there's one thing he does well, it's taking control of the narrative. Whether or not Kendrick truly took inspiration from Drake and Carti, the optics are fascinating. Kendrick currently holds a chart to a dominating record that might have been built on the foundation of an idea that wasn't even originally his. Isn't that something, people? Isn't that something? Just think about that. Could this all just be wild coincidence? Absolutely. But given hip hop's history of silent battles and borrowed ideas, the last minute creative pivots, this theory isn't as far fetched as it might seem. It really isn't. So, the conclusion, and let me just say, while there's no definitive proof that Kendrick Lamar's Luther was directly inspired by the unreleased Drake and Playboi Carti track, the sequence of events presents an intriguing case. It highlights the subtle competition that exists behind the scenes, not just in the rappers, but between teams, producers, and industry insiders. Because mind you, I truly think a lot of this and Kendrick Lamar taking the shots and the opportunity that he did was because he was aware of what was going on behind the scenes. He was aware of UMG and Drake being at odds. He was aware that this was the perfect time to strike. Now, if this was something that was 100% true, then I think that Drake would be a lot more vocal about it. I think that, Drake wouldn't have a problem with letting the fans know exactly what went down as far as that went. But I just think it's just a little fun theory to think about. It's nothing too serious. But I don't put it past. It's a theory, but it's just a theory because we have no concrete evidence, proof, and nothing to really stand on it when it comes down to it. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's hop into our next topic. Clear them out real quick. I just want to clear all of these out. I think it's interesting what's been going on. Let's get into this real quick. I think it's been interesting what's been going on with some of these so-called hip-hop commentators or voices of the culture who are supposed to be leading the conversation when it comes down to us having credible people to listen to, and to, kind of guide us where fresh talent is coming from, guide us and keep us aware of what the conversation is around music. And not only that, but to keep the conversation honest, to keep the conversation in the hands of the fans, and to not exactly build a narrative built on bias. And it's okay to be a fan of these artists and people who, you most likely come into contact with and work around. But you do have an obligation to the audience, the fans, and the people who spend their hard-earned money day in and day out. Not only on, these shows, in your shows, and, people that they, purchase their merch, spend their hard-earned time and money to give to you, to look to you for some type of value. I think it's important, but it seems that we've been getting a lot of fucking flip-flopping in hip-hop. And here's one of our main culprits, and I haven't been able to give my 2 cents on this all the way. But since some sexy songs dropped, it's been a whole lot of flip-flopping. It's been a whole lot of back and forth. It's just been a whole lot of bullshit, quite frankly. Let's get into it.
Look at what is being said in the songs. They weren't writing it's like, oh, the hoes gonna love this.
I miss you. I'm talking to you, baby. I miss you.
Damn, you know when you can tell, when you could tell a hoe wasn't pretty all her life, like, and she just now starting, like she just now starting to get into them looks, like she's not used to being pretty, like Shorty is definitely giving one of those. And then here she's mad, right? Because Drake caught wind of the constant flip-flopping. Drake caught wind of the constant contradictions and these people who tout themselves. Oh, let me chill out, because sometimes Twitter be this is why I gotta this is why I gotta pull my shit up at a different page. But all I seen was legs, and I was like, hold up, nigga. Let me just change this thing. But sometimes these figures who we look to be, you know, credible sources and credible voices in the culture, they turn out to be the exact opposite. And I don't exactly know why it's so hard to remain unbiased. I really don't. Maybe niggas is allergic. Maybe it pains people to, I don't know, listen or keep it real about Drake these days. But a lot of people are trying to spin the block and enjoy this music that we've all been enjoying for the past month and hop in on the fun. We got another one. We got another one.
It don't even hit like old Drake. What are you talking about? No.
Mind you, it don't hit like old Drake, but a few minutes later, she admits that she never listened to the fucking album.
No, y'all gotta listen to this in whole from start to finish. Did you listen to it?
I didn't.
Okay.
Yesterday was my birthday. The last thing I was thinking about was Drake. I do like the album that he just dropped. Remember, I was saying that we, you know, you did. You told me.
I told you, and cool. I told you Nokia was the one.
Cool. And he's getting back to the woman music. Like, you remember he used to make music strictly for women, and this what that was.
Just hilarious. Just hilarious.
It don't even hit like.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bitch, you not even believe it. Like, you don't even, like, what are you doing up here? Who the fuck put this bitch up here? Bitch is just uninterested. Lauren LaRosa done took your job. You not even doing the gossip report anymore. Like, what the fuck are you up here for? You motherfuckers piss me the fuck off. What the fuck are you up here for? Just hilarious, unhilarious, ain't never made me laugh on a goddamn day in my motherfucking life. Bitch, shouldn't you be doing a fucking stand-up? A comedy special? Shouldn't you be on the goddamn Netflix or some shit? I mean, Netflix just handing out fucking stand-up specials like it's candy on Halloween, nigga. What the fuck you doing here? Cause you don't even listen to music. You don't even sound like you listen to music, nigga. How the fuck are you on a radio show? How are you niggas letting people on these radio shows and this, that, the third? See, me as a hip hop fan, one thing I'm gonna do, and that's why I opened up the show with talking about Cardi. One thing I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna talk about it, I'm at least give it their fair shot, and I'm gonna listen to it in its full, in its entirety. I don't fucking like you K-Thoughts, but a Kendrick Lamar fan sent his fucking track in, sent his album into me for a review, for me to write a review on it. I listened to the shit in its entirety, and I'll be damned if I trash some shit that is genuinely good, that is genuinely hip-hop, that is genuinely a good body of work, my nigga. I'll be damned if I trash that. As a hip-hop curator, but you niggas get paid hundreds and thousands of dollars. Even some of you in the millions of dollars get paid to sit up here and spew this bullshit. Who the fuck paid for this? Who the fuck signed you up? Who the fuck called for you to be up on this bullshit? Talking this bullshit about the #1 artist in hip hop, the #1 hip hop artist of all time. You being a fucking dick sucker. And this is what I mean. Jess Hilarious is the prime example. Because a bitch like Jess Hilarious will sit here and tell you, oh, Kendrick Lamar's this. She was one of the ones telling us. She was one of the ones telling us, oh, the message. Oh, the message, his message, Kendrick Lamar. They didn't get it. Oh, Kendrick Lamar is standing for something deeper. Does Jess Hilarious sound like she give a fuck about a message? Let's listen. Hold up.
Morning, everybody.
Let's listen to this shit. Let's listen to it. I want to hear what Jess Hilarious got to say. Fuck all the bullshit. I want to hear what Jess Hilarious got to say. Was she even in this shit? Or they had her, or this was when she was still on maternity. Her ass was still calling in. I think Jess was still calling in at this point.
Done Not Like Us. If I was Kendrick, and you know, Kendrick is bigger than Not Like Us. Not Like Us is a moment in time for Kendrick. It does not define him or who he is. But I will say it's so poetic that this all started because Cole and Drake got on first person shooter saying things like it's a all right, Kendrick is. All right. Kendrick is big as the Super Bowl. Kendrick did the Super Bowl last night. And, you know, at the end of the set, it said game over.
Yep.
I really hope it is at this point. You know what I'm saying?
It should be.
You can't, you should never go past the mark you aim for in victory.
Is the game really over though? Because Kendrick has the whole GNX tour. He's going to
I mean, when y'all say he had to, this is Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick has one of the most stellar solo catalogs of any artist ever.
That's fact. It's might be the clip, and I'm not gonna go through all of this, but I seen a clip of Jess Hilarious talking her bullshit about the message and what Kendrick Lamar stands for. You got bitch ass niggas like this. The company man.
Assalamu alaikum.
And this is one of the main people, again, who was trying to tout this bullshit about a message. Now, I wonder what his reaction to the album was, right? Because this thought ass nigga right here, this bitch ass nigga right here is one of the most egregious offenders when it comes down to all of this gaslighting shit. Remember, this motherfucker is one of the main niggas who gaslit What's the Dirt and started this whole avalanche on What's the Dirt because he wanted to act like some bitch ass nigga because niggas called him a fucking Carlton. Nigga, are you not fucking Carlton? Look at this bitch ass nigga. Look at this hoe ass nigga. Nigga, you look like you was getting wedgies, nigga. The fuck is you talking about, nigga? You, this deleted motherfucker, screw face thought, all you bitch ass nigga and this yuck mouth motherfucker right here in the corner right here. This yuck mouth motherfucker right here in the corner too. I'm glad you all have gathered here today for this fucking roasting, nigga. Screw face, deleted, company man, no life Shaq, the four thoughts of the apocalypse, nigga. Be the main ones. Oh my God, I can't wait to break this video down and call out this nigga's hypocrisy. I can't wait to break this motherfucker down and call out the hypocrisy and all the bullshit that he said in this shit. Motherfuckers like this. Motherfuckers like Jess Hilarious, who's like, oh yeah, Drake, he's making music for the bitches again. Bitch, did you not hear Certified Lover Boy? Bitch, did you not hear For All the Dogs? Bitch, did you not hear fucking Hours in Silence? Like, Her Loss? Like, bitch, where were you? This is the part where haters expose themselves. This is the part where the haters expose themselves. Because you niggas are just that. That's all you niggas are. Hating ass, thought ass niggas. Popping pussy. Popping pussy for Kendrick Lamar. This is one of his top pussy poppers right here. Just hilarious. Just a sassy pussy popper. And she's just popping pussy for Kendrick Lamar because she doesn't like Drake. Mind you, a bitch like Kendrick Lamar ain't gonna stand for a goddamn thing. A bitch like Kendrick Lamar, a bitch like Just Hilarious, while a nigga like Kendrick Lamar is giving one of these grandiose speeches and shit like that, while he's giving one of these grandiose fluffed up speeches full of symbolism and black power, a bitch like Just Hilarious is on her phone, not listening to 90% of the shit that he's saying. She got to go back and listen to the highlights in a soundbite so she can go put together a quick summary. A bitch like Just Hilarious' attention span is that of a 2-year-old. But you niggas want me to believe that bitches like her is really breaking down music, really reviewing music. What? Bitch said, I'm not listening to that new Drake. It's my birthday. Bitch, you couldn't play no Kia on your birthday? I'm sorry, people listening right now. Is there any one of you motherfuckers who can't have a birthday party or any party that you can't play no Kia in? The fuck are we talking about? These are the people who are killing the culture, who are killing the radio, who are just giving the keys to independent media. I hope the industry is listening right now. I hope somebody from the industry is listening to right now, because these are the people who are killing and giving the keys to independent media. A Just Hilarious is no different than a fucking Don Lemon. I want you niggas to realize that. Just Hilarious, Don Lemon. What's the bitch who just got fired? Joy Gray, whatever the fuck her name is. All of these motherfuckers are the same people. All of these motherfuckers are disingenuous with the power that they hold. They misuse it. And then on the other hand, you have people like a company man who, yes, they've built their independent platform. But these niggas built their independent platform because they never had the opportunity to sit in the seat of a Just Hilarious. So they sit here and peddle the same talking points, parrot all the same bullshit, hoping that the big corporation gives them their final due. Finally gives them their chance, their comeuppance. Where they finally get their opportunity to spew their bullshit. Let's get back into potty mouth, calling these niggas out for the bullshit that they've been spewing.
So we can build it again. Now, you may not believe me. You may not believe my breakdown of this song. But do you believe his?
I'm rocking with the track. I rock with the energy, the perspective. I like that he's talking inward. I like that he's also talking to all of us. He's talking to this entire industry, and he's drawing a line in the sand. Like I said,
he's talking to all of us. He's talking to the entire industry, guys. It's all happening. Don't you see it? It's time for us to really be men, guys. It's time for us to stand up. Kendrick Lamar is talking to all of us. We have a responsibility and a duty.
But earlier, people have been talking about...
Shut your thought ass up. Shut your thought ass, grifting ass, fucking disingenuous ass up. This is why I hate niggas like this who don't just sit back and let you be a nigga. I'm a nigga. I want to sit back, kick my feet up, roll a blunt, talk shit, talk loud, call a bitch, call a hoe, and call a bitch ass nigga, and be disrespectful about it, and be loud about it, nigga, and do it in a place where it's not always socially accepted. I'm a nigga. But niggas like this bitch ass nigga on the screen want to sit here and play this act. They want to play up to this fucking act that they are higher, that they are somewhat above being a fucking nigga. Why do you niggas act like you niggas are above being a nigga? This is essentially what I'm getting at. I'm a nigga through and through. I can be a cordial nigga when I feel like it. I can be a uppity nigga when I feel like it. And I can be a straight gutter nigga when I feel like it. But it's niggas like you who act like you were just perfect. Everything is above you. Oh no, I don't take part in these things. I don't take part in such actions. I don't take part in such talk. I don't engage in such things. But you uplift people who play in your fucking face. You uplift people who use your values, your morality to line their pockets and spit in your fucking face. But then you have the nerve to talk condescendingly to people like me. As if you better than me, nigga. As if you better than us. As if you somehow are above all of this shit, nigga. I just hate niggas who act like they're above being a nigga. That's just me. That's just me.
About how this battle felt like a shift, and Kendrick seems to still be moving in that direction.
Not enough still? How about his?
DKG72, thank you for the super chat. Says this ain't a Drake diss. This is a state of hip hop diss. It gives me that energy of
that was one of the funniest, most egregious shits out of. Oh, this wasn't a Drake diss. No. This wasn't a Drake diss. You guys are getting it all wrong. This was a diss to the culture. This was calling out the culture. Yeah, Kendrick tried it. He tried to step into the mantle of, oh, I'm going to be that guy. But even you niggas wasn't feeling like that. That song came and went, dropped off the face of the earth. It was trash. But it goes to show even you niggas don't believe in these quote unquote values that you tout because you guys didn't even make the song last. You didn't even keep the song relevant. The only relevance it has is as a rebuttal to whatever bullshit you niggas want to push.
This is much bigger than one guy. To me, Drake was just he was the most successful version of a bigger problem. And maybe it doesn't just start with a Drake. Maybe it's a reflection of where society was at that point in time.
Still not enough?
Oh, man.
How about his?
In my first reaction, that the party was a metaphor, but I thought the metaphor was about Drake and his side and what he represents. But it's not just Drake and his side. It is more.
It's about Drake and his side and what Drake. Anybody who listens to this dumbass, bitch ass, grifting ass, gaslighting ass nigga, fucking Squidward face ass, cucumber nose, cucumber Rick ass face nigga. Like what the fuck are we talking? You niggas listen to people who use your pain, your insecurities, black people's. This nigga isn't even a foundation. All of this bullshit that he's talking about, that Kendrick Lamar is talking about, doesn't even apply to a nigga like Screwface Thought. But this nigga stay over here talking like this shit, like he in a fucking conversation. Like he's in this culture, like he's some first of all, what you fucking islanders, Pacific Islanders, the Caribbean niggas, African niggas just jumping into the cultures. You niggas are black, yes. You niggas are culture, yes. But you niggas are no gatekeepers in this motherfucker. You did not build this fucking house, nigga. The fuck are we talking about? You always got this bitch ass nigga opening up his fucking mouth. Oh, this is what Kendrick's talking about. What Drake's side represents. What the fuck do you represent, nigga? You teen lusting motherfucker. You freaky ass nigga. You tweet and delete ass nigga. You I'ma lie 3 ways and can't stand on a motherfucker ass nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Niggas like this make me fucking sick. Nigga had the nerve to make a whole fucking Akadiddy track. Stand on all of these values. Oh, I could never deal with a nigga who plays with children. All the while, your tweets look crazy, nigga. I'm not even gonna go into that bag on this video. We made the Screwface pack out video already. Please check it out if you haven't seen it already. It's here on X. It's here on YouTube. Please check out that Screwface pack out video. Sitting lovely. Thousands of views running. Niggas like this be sitting here trying to push this watch the party die virtuous message. But they don't stand for shit. They ain't on shit. He's not about shit. But he spent a month telling you you should pack out and pack up a nigga for doing the same shit that he's done.
Or what he represents, I guess.
I'm not gonna lie. Nigga like me, I ain't gonna lie. I death smack the shit out of Screwface Thought. Nigga, I ain't gonna hold you, nigga. I would death smack the shit out this nigga. Just cause. Like, niggas like, hey, bro, he just got one of them faces. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would death smack the shit out this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just on some real shit. I'm sorry. I would, though. I would.
Carti is a representation of hip-hop's vanity, hip-hop's obsession with the worst things, and hip-hop's obsession to always be constantly in the party mind state. So this is more than Drake. This is its time to watch that end.
I won't even show you any clips from hip-hop's favorite professor, but just look at his thumbnail. He called it Kendrick's Holy War. These were the kind of talks that were happening post this song. So I think it's completely fair to...
They was calling this shit a holy war. Oh my God. The amount of fucking glazing. The amount of dick sucking. The amount of gargling. The amount of no hand. 360 gargling. Gok. 3,000. That was going on. Are you fucking kidding me?
Criticize him for being a hypocrite. I think it's completely fair to ask, well, when did it change? When did it stop being Kendrick's Holy War? And Kendrick was okay with collaborating with the same people he said he had a problem with. Some of you gonna watch this video.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Shout out to Potty Mouth. Shout out to Uncle Dom here on Twitter. Yo, homie cooked y'all. homie cooked the whole fan base. I'm not gonna lie, man. And follow homie right here. You know what I'm saying? I want to give him the proper shout out. Follow homie. Cause see, they always make great videos. They always doing their thing over on that end. He cooked the fuck out you niggas. He cooked the fuck out you K-Thots. I said my piece, and but at the end of the day, nigga came with the facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas make this shit too easy. You really do. You niggas make it too easy to call. Like I said, y'all hypocrisy has layers. Now you niggas, or the niggas, and I did all of this because I want it to be a full circle moment, a full circle story, because at the end of the day, you niggas grift, right? Then we call you out on your bullshit. We start pulling up receipts. We start showing, reflecting that mirror back onto yourself, because for the past, damn near the past year, you niggas have been acting like you guys are too good to be niggas. You niggas be acting like y'all too good to be niggas. Or somehow, y'all more niggas than other motherfuckers. Then we call you out, we shame you, we call you on your bullshit, then you guys get back on your shows, and then y'all are pissed off, and y'all are pouting, y'all are blaming everyone except yourselves, you're punching air, whatever the fuck it is you do. But this is terrible.
Because I laughed at a post, and I didn't want you to think that I was laughing at you. I was laughing at the post because we had just laughed about the post. So I don't want you to think that it's not love. It's always love from me to you. I love you and I support you. I just thought that the post was funny because we said that it was going to end up being a post. Well, Rory said it was going to end up being a post. So I want to apologize publicly.
Do you feel like you did something wrong?
Look how you gotta coddle these motherfuckers. Look how you have to coddle these gaslighting motherfuckers. These are mind you, these are going to be some of the same people who were telling you all of this bullshit, saying it with their chest, beating on their chest like they're King Kong, because they thought Drake was finished, his brand of music was finished, the degeneracy in hip hop was finished, it was all gonna go away. But now they want to be coddled. Because we are sitting back laughing at how stupid these motherfuckers sounded. Imagine that. Imagine that. These niggas want to be coddled because we knew back then that they were saying some bullshit. We knew back then. We wasn't falling for it. But somehow, these K-Thots, a lot of you Kendrick Lamar fan loving motherfuckers, a lot of you fell for it. For whatever reason. For whatever fucking reason. Now look at this shit.
I was laughing at that. Like, so it was just all, I thought
she gotta be coddled.
I got posted again.
Get out of here. She's a fucking clit rider.
Even after the second post, you still didn't feel that way.
Look at her.
What was the second post?
I got posted again.
Did you?
Yes, I did. Another out of context clip.
Look at her. You gotta coddle a bitch who looks like she does. She takes extracurricular activities to make sure that her coochie doesn't stink. She looks like she sweats profusely, but we're supposed to coddle these motherfuckers. We're supposed to coddle them. I'm beyond that. I'm the degenerate motherfuckers you niggas was talking about. I go low. Very low. Very, 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 very fucking low. And I remember everything. So if you niggas is going to talk that talk to us, if you're going to try to hold me to a standard that, quite frankly, I don't even give two shits of being held to the standard you niggas hold yourselves to, I don't give two fucks about that. Only standard I give a fuck about being held to is the standard that I held myself to, nigga. That's the only fucking standard I give two fucks about. Okay? So at the end of the day, I think it's worth you motherfuckers getting over yourselves, doubling back. It's time to start calling out King Kunta, King Thotty himself. You know what I'm saying? Sassy ass Kendrick Lamar. I'm gonna call up all your exes, and we're gonna have a We Hate Drake party. I'm gonna have a We Hate Drake party with all your exes. That's the most hoe shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. And you niggas sat here and cheered, applaud, and clapped for all of this shit. Egregious. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Fellas, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got for you guys today. I need to roll a blunt. I need to roll a blunt after that. And I usually do roll a blunt while I go here, but I didn't want to roll a blunt for this episode because I wanted to be on point. I didn't want to take my time. I wanted to be angry because I'm tired of you niggas. I'm tired of you niggas. I'm tired of you hoe ass niggas. I'm tired of you bitch ass niggas. I'm tired of niggas like Deleted. I'm tired of niggas like The Company Man. I'm tired of niggas like Screwface Thought, like Ebro, like Charlemagne, like this bitch Demarcus, whatever the fuck her name is, nigga. I'm tired of you niggas. I'm tired of you niggas. The game doesn't need you. To the Ebros, the Rosenbergs, the Jess Hilariouses, the Charlemagnes, the DJ Envies of the world. It's time for you to pass the fucking mic. It's time for you to pass the fucking mic up. It's time for you to pass hip hop into more capable hands, like people like myself. Because quite frankly, you're starting to grow more and more out of touch. And people like myself, we're coming for your heads because we're tired of hearing this bullshit. You niggas are no different. Like, if we wanted to just hear people get dick sucked and given merit for shit they didn't earn, we would just watch reruns of the Grammys, nigga. And when we listen to you niggas, it starts to be easy to map out who the fuck is in these Academy Award voting parties or voting sessions or voting groups, these elite voting groups. We start to piece together the people who may or may not be involved in these elite groups. We start to piece together it's people who don't even have the time. And look, this is not a knock on people's legacy. Ebro has done a lot in the game, I'm sure. I don't respect that nigga or what he's done, but I'm sure he's done a lot. I'd spit in that nigga's face if I ever seen him in person, but I'm sure he's done a lot. Charlemagne, done a lot in the game. I respect him. DJ Envy, done a lot in the game. Rosenberg, don't give a fuck about what he's done in the game. But they've put in a lot of work. Would I say all of that to say that these niggas have worked themselves to a point as they've worked themselves to a point where they cannot focus on the music and on the up and coming or current landscape of the music anymore. Their hands are full. They have too many obligations. Their itineraries are too full. They're out of touch. They don't know what's going on anymore. They don't speak for hip hop anymore. At least not the majority of it. So it's time we start edging these motherfuckers out of the conversation. Y'all can talk y'all shit, but it's no longer going to be held to the same regard. Your credibility is falling and falling more and more statements that you motherfuckers let a Just Hilarious run her thought ass mouth and tarnish what hip hop is. Just completely play with hip hop. Play in y'all faces. Bitch don't even listen to the music that she's on radio talking about. Does that make any sense? That's all I got for you guys today, man. This is crazy. I hope, I greatly hope that, you know, hip hop media continues to grow and has more voices like myself, has more voices of people who want to call shit how it is. Because I'm going to call Drake on his bullshit too. As I've done. Right here on the channel. Okay? So, we got to stop idolizing people a little bit too much. Because at the end of the day, I don't even idolize Drake to the point where I'm not going to go listen to a Playboi Carti album like a lot of these niggas have been doing. It's strange. I'm not going to lie. It's strange. When Drake start paying my bills, for real, that's when he can get that type of loyalty. Okay? But I'm a hip hop curator. A Drake fan, but a hip hop curator. A fan of hip hop first. A team fan. Not a player fan first. Yeah, we love the players, but you gotta love the game. Because if you don't got the game, there ain't no players, nigga. I appreciate you guys for hopping into the motherfucking Doja Room. Please like, share this. If you're in the live, please share this live, share this live, share this live. Like it. Hop in with me. I'm going to start doing more of these, going live on all platforms. I see a lot of people tuned in. I'm very, very happy you guys stopped in. Subscribe to the channel Firstborn Media. We're going to be giving you guys more content, not just hip hop content, but guys, I'm writing a whole series right now. I'm doing so much to give you guys value, to keep you on the channel, not just to give you guys hip hop content and commentary, but to give you something to watch. Maybe you might want to kick your feet off, roll a blunt, and watch a nice little drama. So I'm working on that for you guys. Working on music, Vibes and Highs coming soon, very soon. I'm very, very close to finishing this project. And it's something that I'm very proud of. Shout out Fly High Drew. Shout out Margin. Shout out Zach 808. All my niggas who have been down, my day ones who came up in this music shit with me, taught us everything we know about this music shit, and you know, gave us the credibility to be able to talk about music how I talk about music. It's been a lot of late nights, studio sessions, studying the game, studying music for me to get up here on this platform and talk the shit that I do. So I appreciate you guys for coming in, tuning in with me, and hearing what I have to say and giving my 2 cents in the game. You've been listening to the Doja Room. It's your boy Dope Boy Diesel. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. All my stoners, hippies, and hip hop influencers, come on, man. Y'all know what it is. I'm back here, and I hope to see you guys next time. We here in the Doja Room, and I'm out.